Good evening, hello, morning, whatever time you're watching this video. Time to get stuck into a big video, this one. A big job. The one that's sitting on my mind a lot. Gonna get the fifth wheel off and crack on getting the fifth wheel done. Now, there's one problem right now, which is that there's something missing here. Yeah. So, long story short, I had a problem with the switch on the steering column, and then he went and grabbed a steering wheel and fell the thing there. But this switch here, which is for adjusting the steering column, mine, look at the mess in here, man. Mine went faulty. This is the original one, and it just started leaking air, and the steering column would flop up and down. Then I got a brand spanking new one, and this was broken. It's failed. It doesn't exhaust, so problem was I was putting the air into it, it would loosen the steering column, and then the steering column would stay loose. On this Friday evening, I was digging through my toolbox, and I found this one, which I already had from Josh Miller a couple of years ago. Didn't even know I had it. Yeah. It moves up and down and up and down, and then I lock it. Nice and solid again. Doot. I would love to put a 3-spoke in it. I know a lot of people don't like 3-spokes, but I would love to put 3-spoke in it. So I need to look at that one day, but that's on a next year's list job. And also the ones that you buy off, like, truck companies, the ones that you see in the Scanias and DAFs and stuff, the big pirate ship wheels, like the one that's on Trucker Tim's wagon. I know Trucker Tim has one because he's had his wrapped and with blue stitching and stuff. Look, it does look nice, I have to admit. But they're huge money. Huge money. And I don't have that kind of money, so I'm going to see if I can invest in doing one another way. Is that straight? I think that's about straight. Gun down. And I'm going to leave it at that for the minute. She's in with the trailer in. I bloody hope the gates close. That looks bang on, actually. I was going to say, if the gates can't close, I'm going to just turn the wagon off and put it away for no reason there. I'm going to take my inlay off, because I don't want to get that getting damaged. I'll take that inlay off as well. And then, I've already buzzed all these bolts off. So they're slack. I know they're slack. Well, not slack, but they come off. I'll take the fifth wheel off. Probably going to high ab it off. While F7's starting warming up, I'm going to get this pulled apart. Do you a little bit of a cold start with the F7. She hasn't been started for a while. And everyone knows a good old F7 is a bit smoky on start up. I forgot how much that stings your eyes. Bugger me. I don't know if it's because I had my hat on and my glasses on, but bugger me. I went to get the mic and I couldn't get it. But you can see why we put the Eminox on it. There's a video on doing the Eminox way back. We put the Eminox on because otherwise you're getting gassed when you're working on the high ab. But that, best thing ever. Plus, who doesn't love an Eminox? Come on. I would love to get some more work on the F7. I should get more work on the F7, shouldn't I? Who wants to see, comment below, who wants to see more work on the F7? After I've got my wagon more done. Or in between. Really, she needs some love. She's filthy dirty and she could do it coming out. She hasn't even been tested this year. Well, I've been cracking on. It's about 7:30 now. And I've got the bolts out. A couple of them have spanned the studs. You can see there, I don't know if you can see or not because it's getting dark, but a couple of studs are spun. So I've got the F7 started up, got PTO in. I'm going to go change the hook at the shed, and crack on. I'm going to stick you on a time lapse and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to sack it tonight, do it tomorrow morning.
Komme grad aus Rotterdam, werd so schnell wie möglich nach Köln fahren. Im Cummins-Diesel fahr ich los. Die Endstation ist unbekannt. Im Cummins-Diesel fahr ich los. Im Fernverkehr die meiste Zeit verbrannt. Die Familie und die Frau sind mein...
So, the studs that I thought would just pull out, didn't just pull out, so you might have seen I had to kick it out, lift it so it was lifting wonked on the wonk. So I put enough pressure on the nut, on the bolts and the studs to pull the nuts off, and apart from that, pretty good. Spent a longer time trying to figure out how to do my chains, because my chains were a bit long. It's dark, it's wet, I'm going home. I'm going to put this in now. I usually forget to do it, so I'm going to put a little segment in. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, working on old trucks, restoring stuff, fixing stuff, learning how stuff works, because I'm going to teach you how a fifth wheel works. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're interested in this, anything like this. Just, you join me back down. It's Saturday afternoon, just gone about 12:30. Actually, it's just gone to 12:30. So yeah, me and Kimmy have been out this morning, looking at prams. Really excited. It's made it feel more real. The most important job of all. Here we go. So I need to get the fifth wheel slider off, but of course it's quite seized up, so that's going to be fun. I need to get that off. I've got those 3 bolts there. I'll get off with a gun and some heat. There's 3 bolts under there. I'll probably have to cut off because I can't get to them. And then we'll get the old F7 cranked up this higher, back out again. Fifth wheel's off on the floor. You know when you've got so much to do, you can't figure out where to start? Wait, I know where I'm starting. T. That's the most important job of all. Good start of the day. Got a casualty. I'm not taking the piss here. I'm actually genuinely slightly upset about this. My mug's broken. Head out on the chassis, sitting there. Just gunned that bolt out. Noticed the vibration. It just fell. The annoying thing is, I've had that mug about 10 years. So I lost my mug. I'm sad now. That's genuinely annoyed me. Oh well. These things happen. These things happen. I'm gonna get my induction heater on. This thing's a magical piece of kit. Get the bolts warm. I blow on the water out the top of them, so it helps the water, so it doesn't act as a heat soak. Easy peasy, man. All the bolts are off. It doesn't stop raining. I'm nice and soggy. Pleased to put my boilers on. I just wish I had some waterproof boilers, like we used to call them frog suits. Waterproof boilers, they would be good for me. Waterproof boilers would be good for me, wouldn't they? Let's get the F7 started up. Let that warm up for 2 minutes while I make a cup of tea. And then we'll get the high-up unfolded again. Put you on another time-lapse of high-up and stuff, but this time it'll be daylight, so you might be able to, I don't know how the other time-lapse worked, so. Well, I'm worn out, like, but we're doing good. I pulled them in. They're kind of heavy, like, but it's not so bad with this one. I've got a bit of, I can pick it up, which is good. It's awkward and heavy, like, but I can move it. Same with that. I've got my little trolley to move it around on, like, but we'll get there. I've just got to free these off because I want to knock the sliders out completely and take that bracket off, knock the sliders out, and then I have the bed, and I've found that these are actually on Allen bolts. So how the bloody hell you're supposed to hold them when you're nipping the fifth wheel up, I have no idea. I guess you just kind of put them in and hope. But what I'm going to do is I think when I get them in, I'll bust some welds on them, flatten them off, so there's no reason with them spinning again. Because that's just a pain in the arse. This is how a slider works. You can see from underneath. Got 2 lock pins, and the handle that's supposed to, when you pull, it's supposed to pull the pins in. Obviously these are all seized up and gummed up and all that. So yeah, and then I'll show you underneath the 5th wheel in a bit. When I get into that, I'm going to scrape the grease up, scrape the grease off it before I send it to the blaster. I'll scrape the grease off and give it a wash down before it goes in the blaster, otherwise it'll just contaminate the blaster. But yeah, it's 4 o'clock. A little bit behind where I wanted to be, but to say I didn't start till about 12:30, I'm quite happy. It's just one of those, it's like, oh, it's 4 o'clock, oh no, the day's gone. But it hasn't. I'll crack on, I'll get through it. I think it's safe to say me slider hasn't been moved in a long time. Granted, I'm probably just going to run at the same spot as well, like right on the end, because you get better traction over the drive. I think I better give Kimmy a ring and keep her in the loop, because this could turn into quite a long little project, shall we say. Got my doggy stick, get me chisel out. Let's see if I can get this freed off. Problem is, I'm trying to warm it up, but all of this is a massive heat soak, and I don't have like oxy bottles. I'm just got a little burner, like a Burns-O-Matic or on my induction heater, so I'll get it. It's going to take a little bit. Managed to get the slider stripped down. The slides were seized in solid, as you can see there. They were solid, and then I've split them down there, so there's 2 brackets again across. Undid those 2 bolts on either side of the bracket, and then the notched bits, the sliders themselves, it just fell out. And then I went, that was stupid, because then I could have just taken that bolt out, the whole thing would have slid out, and I would have been able to work the sliders a lot easier than with that much gap that I had. So yeah, I'm going to clean this down, because I want to get the grease off. I'll clean the grease off the top. So now I'll get this grease cleaned out, and hopefully when I get it all blasted off, the adjustment will all work out, and I got this spring that's snapped here. So yeah, I don't even know where that spring actually goes. I'll have to figure that out, and I'm sure I'll figure it out. It can't be that hard, can it? If other people can do it, I can do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blast it with the old worn out jaw kit in it, because I don't want to put the new one in, all new bushes and everything, and all get full of grit. So as you can see, I'm scraping off the old grease, which is thick and old, and I think this is half the reason why I'm having problems with it. So, went home last night, obviously abandoned the project for the minute, because I was getting to a point I was just like, I was sick as a chip, and I was wet, I was cold, I was tired, I was hungry, and I wanted a cup of tea, and the milk had gone off. So I stripped out the 5th wheel, so she's got no jaw kit in her anymore. I was stripping the grease out of it, because it's thick of old grease. Like, I think this will be half the problem why she wasn't adjusting properly. Apart from that being seized, the adjuster being seized, the old grease in it was just compact and full of grit and dust and dried out, and it was just awful. So I'm going to show you how a jaw kit works when I put it all together, and how a 5th wheel works. I might even make a little separate video and just have how a 5th wheel works as well. Maybe just go into a little bit more detail in that video or something, I don't know. Because I think that would be really interesting for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know, so they just see a trailer and a wagon and go, how does that work? Or is that might just be me, like, but whatever. So update on the 5th wheel. Trying to get these pins out. These pins are pretty much solid. I've started to mushroom the end of that one. I don't want to mushroom them up and stuff. I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be that tight, but they're bloody tight on this. So leaving them in for the minute. To be honest, the bushes aren't bad at all. There's no play in them. I've got a new jaw kit just sitting there. I can never get it right when I'm mirrored. And yeah, so now I think I'm going to get quick tidy up, because I'm working on a mess, and working on a mess is never good. Got the loose bits in first. I'm going to do these bits first. It's a loose batch. Sweep up. And then do the slider itself and the 5th wheel. I think it's going to be a long day. Yeah, well, these will look so much better once they're blasted. Just finished blasting everything, and I am knackered. I'm like 3 hours behind where I wanted to be, as I thought I probably would end up being, to be honest. But it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out how to to work at now. It's nearly 3 o'clock, and there's everything blasted. Lovely and clean. Woohoo! But the problem is now, is that the primer I'm going to use, I've got a 2-hour recoat on it. So I put the primer on, I've got to wait 2 hours before I can put the top coat on, which is going to make it another late one. Let's go through me jaw kit. Put that over there. So I've got the new widgy sliding me bob thing. That's the old one. All clogged up with grease. That gun's in. I've put the fifth wheel upside down. What am I doing? Instead of bending over, I put it on the lift. Let's lift it up. Just thought as well, I probably should have put the actual jaw in first before I put it upside down on the lift. Well done, mate. It's because I'm getting tired. The new jaw. New jaw, lovely. Woo. This gun's in. I've got to get that in from the other side. That gun's in there, and whoop, whoop, springs and stuff. The adjuster there. I'll make sure the adjuster's free before I set it up and all that jazz. Let's see. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm going, oh, I've missed a spot with the blaster, but it is what it is. And at the same time, it's the bits that are underneath the fifth wheel where you don't see. Even when you look, you don't see. I'll clean off some bits from where you feel like that, but yeah, we'll get it looking absolutely bang on. I've got a hell of a problem. And we all know I'm not the type of content creator just to do stuff for drama at all. I don't like that shit at all. But big problem really is going to absolutely knacker us today, I think. The rod, I was freeing it off, cleaned all the threads up, warmed it up, working it backwards, forwards, working it, put oil on, everything. And then it just locked. Absolutely solid. And I think it's picked up a thread in the thing itself. So now, I don't know what the bloody hell I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to persevere and hope and pray that I can figure this bloody thing out. This is not what I wanted it. What time is it now? It's 4 o'clock. It's like 4 o'clock on a Sunday. I haven't even started putting paint on. Oh, exactly what exactly what I didn't want to happen has just happened. That's fucked. I'm allowed to swear on that one. That is literally exactly what I did not want to happen. And it's just happened. Well, that's it for this video. I think it'd be a nice video in the next video of fixing the problem and showing how fifth wheels work and linkages and all that stuff without making this video too long. And plus, I can be a bit sneaky and say it's ended in disaster. Because it has. But yeah, the fifth wheel's there, the jaw kit's in it. I've put the slider on. I did that when I was on the phone to Kimmy. Slider's back on, outside, bare metal, so that's going to go rusty overnight. Good's going to come out bad, where I can make a better job of it now. But it has meant one thing, that drifter style prep is definitely not going to be where I want it to be. It's going to be, that's priority, obviously, and get the catwalk and infills done. And I think whether I get the wing infills finished, God only knows. Chassis probably is not going to get done. But it is what it is. It's joys of working on old trucks and lorries and drama of it all. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and all that stuff. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button mainly. For coming back to see how we get on, fixing that, see how we go around it. I've got good ideas to do it. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra for now.